Some shrubs are incredibly high maintenance. They need constant pruning, special soil, and protection in winter. And if you forget to water them once, they act like you've personally offended them. But then there are shrubs that are the complete opposite, the kind you plant once and they just quietly do their job year after year. Today, I'm sharing 10 shrubs that are so easy they practically take care of themselves. These plants are tough, reliable, and forgiving. And if you're someone who wants a yard that looks great without spending every weekend maintaining it, you're going to love this list. And I'm curious, as we go through these, tell me in the comments which shrub in your yard has been the easiest to grow. Let's start with one of the most reliable flowering shrubs you can plant, panicle hydrangea. Some examples include limelight, little lime, and bobo. It's hardy in zones 3 through 8 and requires full sun to partial sun. It likes average, well-drained soil, and for water, it needs moderate watering when young, but fairly tolerant once established. The reason these hydrangeas are so easy is because they bloom on new wood. That means even if winter damages the plant or you prune it incorrectly, it will still produce flowers that same year. And those flowers can grow incredibly large, sometimes 12 inches long. A fun fact about panicle hydrangeas is that their blooms often start green or white and gradually turn pink or rose in the fall, so you actually get multiple color stages from one plant. Next is spirea, which might be one of the most forgiving shrubs in landscaping. It's hardy in zones 3 through 8, it likes full sun, and it can adapt to most soils. It requires low to moderate amount of watering. Spirea produces clusters of pink or white flowers and usually stays compact and tidy without much pruning. One reason landscapers love this plant is that it tolerates cold winters, heat, and is drought tolerant once established. And interestingly, spirea belongs to the rose family, even though it looks completely different from a traditional rose. If you garden in colder climates, potentilla is a fantastic low-maintenance shrub. It's hardy in zones 2 through 7. It likes full sun and well-draining soil. And it only needs a low amount of water once established. Potentilla produces cheerful yellow, white, or peach-colored flowers for a very long stretch of the growing season. It's incredibly cold hardy. In fact, it's commonly grown in places where winter temperatures drop well below zero, which makes it one of the toughest flowering shrubs you can plant. Another shrub that practically takes care of itself is ninebark. It's hardy in zones 3 through 7. It likes full to partial sun and is very adaptable to soil. Watering is low to moderate, and ninebark is known for its beautiful foliage, which can range from a deep burgundy to copper to even bright green, depending on the variety. But one of the coolest things about ninebark is where its name comes from. As the plant matures, the bark actually peels in thin layers, giving it a textural look with multiple layers of bark, which is how it's got its name, ninebark. If you're looking for an easy evergreen shrub, inkberry is a great option. It's hardy in zones 4 through 9. It likes full sun to partial shade, and it tolerates moist soil. It only needs a moderate amount of water. Inkberry keeps its deep green foliage year-round, which provides structure in the garden even in winter. It's also a native North American plant, which means it tends to support wildlife and pollinators better than many imported shrubs. And one of the big advantages of inkberry is that it often avoids the disease problems that can affect boxwoods. Next up is Itea, also known as sweetspire. It's hardy in zones 5 through 9. It likes full sun to partial shade, and it tolerates wet soil. It needs a moderate amount of water. Itea produces graceful white flower spikes in early summer, and then delivers something really special later in the year, incredible fall color. The foliage often turns deep red or burgundy in autumn, and unlike many shrubs, Itea actually thrives in moist soil, which makes it useful in areas where other shrubs might struggle. Another very easy shrub is Weigela. It's hardy in zones 4 through 8. It loves full sun and needs average garden soil and a moderate amount of water. Weigela produces trumpet-shaped flowers in spring that hummingbirds absolutely love. Modern varieties also come with beautiful foliage colors like burgundy or variegated leaves. And because Weigela blooms on older wood, it usually requires very little pruning beyond occasional shaping. For evergreen color, blue star juniper is a fantastic low-maintenance shrub. It's hardy in zones 4 through 8. It loves full sun and well-drained soil, and it only needs a little water once it's established. This compact evergreen shrub has beautiful silvery blue foliage and naturally stays fairly low and rounded. Junipers are also incredibly drought tolerant. In fact, they're often used in landscaping projects in very dry climates because of how little water they require once established. Another great shrub for part shade is summersweet, also called clethra. It's hardy in zones 4 through 9. It loves part sun to partial shade, and it likes moist, well-drained soil. It only needs a moderate amount of watering. This shrub produces fragrant white flower spikes in mid to late summer, and the fragrance is one of its best features. Many gardeners say it smells like a little sweet honey or vanilla. It's also a magnet for bees and butterflies. And finally, we have arborvitae, one of the most commonly planted shrubs in home landscapes. They're hardy in zones 3 through 7. They love full sun, well-drained soil, and they need a moderate amount of water when they're young. Arborvitae are evergreen shrubs that provide year-round structure and are often used for privacy screens or foundation plantings. One interesting fact about arborvitae is that the name actually means tree of life. Early explorers learned that tea made from its foliage contains vitamin C, which help prevent scurvy during long sea voyages. If you want shrubs that look beautiful but don't require constant work, these are some of the easiest plants you can grow. They're tough, reliable, and forgiving, which is exactly what most home gardens need. And if you're planning your landscape, combining just 2 or 3 of these shrubs together can create a garden bed that basically takes care of itself.